Hello everyone, welcome to Ascension Lounge. Gemini, this week I've been doing traditional readings for all the signs, and this will be yours. You should know that roles can be reversed if another person pitches up in the reading. Not everything will resonate because it is a general reading. Okay, so basically this reading, like I said, is a traditional layout. It's basically the layout you'd find at the back of the little booklet when you buy tarot cards. It's quite a reliable layout. But we're going to ask your guides and your higher self and infinite creator what situation they'd like to talk about or what's going on with you. What is the central issue with Gemini this week? Okay. What's going on with Gemini? Wow, a lot. That's your card, Gemini. Okay, the overall energy is the Six of Pentacles. It's a card about finding balance, but it has a few other meanings to it. I think it's actually a Gemini card. This is definitely a Gemini card. And so is that. These are the two Gemini cards, so that's quite interesting. The situation seems to be with a past life relationship or connection, or it could be a soulmate that you've had a past life with. It's influenced by the cup of love. That's very, very nice. And you're coming in on Ace of Pentacles energy, new beginning. Two new beginnings here with these cards. Let's clarify. Okay, so I'm going to clarify this card as well, mustn't forget. But this is energy that you're coming in on. So there's a new beginning here. Could have happened very, very suddenly. This card also of great movement. This is a card of details, working hard. This is a card of almost like a gift from above, like something that's tangible. Yeah, it starts as a coin, could end up with a garden with a house behind that. And I'm saying it's something that turns into something that you can hold in your hands or see around you. It's like something you can touch in this world. So yeah, a brand new beginning comes in suddenly with force. There's lots of details involved here. This is your energy. So you are the one looking at the details. Right, why the Six of Pentacles? You could have had an offer from somebody, but you just see it as too competitive, or there's too much drama involved here. You'd rather wait for something else. Kind of feels like it's a bit unclear. I'll leave that for now. Your objective is to get to clarity, so could be weighing something up. You could feel like somebody is breadcrumbing you or giving you some sort of handout that you're not interested in, and you'd rather wait for something else. But there's something that that the overall energy here is that something is being given, could be from you or could be the other person, but it's not really, it's like I'll wait for something else. You know what I mean? It's almost like what's been given here has ties to it. There's drama involved. It's like I have to get involved with something. I don't want to. I'd rather wait. That's the energy. Okay, so, but anyway, you come in on a very sudden, like, boom, new start energy here, coming in fast. You want to look at the details. I'm going to clarify the 8 of Pentacles because it's here twice already. Okay, so you seem a little bit confused about this abundant offer or abundant new start. It will change things for the better for you with these 2 cards, or these 3 cards actually, but especially those 2. The Wheel of Fortune. This card is positive. It doesn't matter which direction it flies out the pack in. Up or down, it's still a positive card, and it's energy moving abundantly. She's an abundance card. Could be a pregnancy involved here. So it seems like you're hesitant. You're confused about something, or you're defensive about something because it's like you want more details, or it's very strange. Either you're working hard, but that doesn't make sense. Something suddenly happened. It could be a result of you working hard, that you are just working really, really hard, and you've gotten someone's attention. I don't know why you'd be confused about getting their attention, because these are really good cards. It just could have been that it's so sudden, whatever this attention is. You could be like winning a prize or something. I don't know. It's possible, but the fortunes want to change in your favor. You have 2 abundance cards here, so I'm not sure why you're confused. But you're working hard, or you want to get to the details or something. All right. Let's get to the heart of the matter here. 6 of Cups. Why the nostalgia card? The situation is nostalgia. Well, you could be missing somebody who left. You could be out in the cold. Sorry, that's my feet. Okay, there could be a return. Somebody could have run away, left the shores to a distant place where they felt like things would be better for them, calmer for them. But you could have felt deserted, or else they were, they took a route that ended up being really cold for them, lonely for them. And now they've returned. And it really looks like somebody ran away, went traveling or something, and just realized, I'm out in the cold. I'm in the snow. I could be in this warm place of nostalgia. So I'm going to say someone who did a dirty, ran off, could have been tricky in their energy, would like to come back. The influence is the Ace of Cups, so that's kind of saying it's because they love you, But let's see. So, this person's return, maybe with an offer, or maybe you're just working away and suddenly, boom, there's a lightning moment. I'm going to say it's a return here. This person loves you. They feel they honestly love you. There could have been a player in the past, or they could have just realized with excitement that they truly do care about you. This is a travel card, so it's very possible this person left and came back. And this is the card of disinterest, or not being able to see what is being offered, you know, it's meant to be offered, like a true soulmate. And I think that's what's happening here. A soulmate has realized how meaningful this relationship is and that they love you. And they could have acted like they weren't interested in the past, or they could have acted like they were a player, but they're trying to shut down that cycle because they've realized their feelings for you. Also, another thing that could have happened is this person left and traveled, went away, and it seemed like they weren't interested. It seemed like they were just more into having adventure, going off and doing their own thing. But there's a realization here that they really, really love you. The obstacle is the Queen of Wands. So this could be another person, possibly an Aries, or it could be attraction. Like, perhaps you're not attracted to this kind of lifestyle. Like maybe somebody's returned and maybe they feel like they would like to settle, but maybe you don't trust them because of this sort of tricky energy, leaving you out in the cold or ghosting you perhaps. It's like you're not attracted to the vibration. Let's see why. Excuse my foot making a noise under the table. Sometimes my leg gets jammed. Anyway, okay, Queen of Wands. Why is this an issue? High Priestess. Wow, there's a lot of female energy here. There's some secrets. It's like, since you've been gone, I've become more intuitive as to what burdens me. And now I've grown up, I've dealt with things by myself, in secret, you know, I've carried this burden, and I no longer find this attractive to me. Yeah? Or, the other scenario could be, there is a really attractive person that you're interested in, and it's not this past person. You may not want to say anything with the High Priestess here, but you might find this past person a burden. You're trying to trust your intuition. Yep. Two scenarios. Either there's somebody else you're much more attracted to and actually have feelings for, and they may not know it actually, or that you secretly think that someone here is a burden. I'd say this person. Or else you're just not attracted to the vibration. Okay. The action in the situation is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Sorry. So this is actually your card, Gemini. But it is also somebody coming in with a lot to say. This is quite jaggedy energy. So it's quite possible that this person came in suddenly with a lot to say. And that's why this card is here. Not just because it's Gemini reading. Let's have a look. Why the Knight of Swords? Well, this action in the situation, and it could be you, because it's a Gemini card, but it could be them. It definitely ended something. And I think you've looked at the situation and you've seen how unstable it is, and you actually want stability. You want somebody that you can discuss things with, communicate with, but not in this like sort of terrorizing way. Sorry, this card's just so jaggedy. The energy is so, you know. It's very possible somebody returned, but they came in like strong, and you were like, no. They do love you though, I do have to say that. I'm just not sure you trust them, or your intuition's saying to you this is going to be a burden, not attracted to this anymore. There might be something special about this person though with this card here. There could be somebody that you admire. It's just that I don't think there's any stability here. There could be somebody who's skillful, artistic, or generally when they speak, people listen. But you don't seem to find stability with them. And the action is quite intense. Well, it isn't surprising with the Tower card here. Something's like, happened out of nowhere, basically. The objective for you is Ace of Swords, which is, actually you've got 3 aces here. So it's like almost like having 3 positive new beginnings, or maybe one that has clarity, has love, has something tangible. But let's see. Why the Ace of Swords? Yeah, you want to see clearly. You want clear thought, clear communication. So, all right, so with these 2 cards here, you definitely want control over any emotional stuff that comes up here. It's like, the emotions are around. They definitely are around, but it's like, I want to know exactly what's going on. I want clarity. I want to hear the truth. This is a very truthful card. I think you might feel a bit overwhelmed by the situation, and you might have a need to withdraw with these 2 cards. Also, this guy is sitting there. He's not moving. And this one's looking back. This guy's definitely sitting there. So it's like, I'm not moving or doing anything until I have absolute clarity. I'm trying to see the light in this. I'm trying to be fair, but I'm a bit stuck. And I'm not going to move. You won't move until you know what's going on here. Like we said before, you could be looking for more information because you're confused and something looks too good to be true. You could have trust issues with this person, or else you were just like merrily going on your way, working, and boom, strong energy comes in with the promise of upliftment, but it's confusing you. I'm going to clarify the 7 of Wands. So this person's got quite expanded energy. They have presence, put it that way. You just really want to think about it. If this person wants to start with you, the way that his head is pointed upwards, like, I don't want any fighting. Like, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm walking on eggshells and pretending that didn't hurt my feelings, that kind of thing. It looks so promising. And there probably are aspects of it that are promising, but you just feel like there's red flags here, Like, I'm almost seeing these 2, his little bag, and I don't know if it's a feather or whatever off his cap, but they look like red flags. Like, you are seriously worried that things could go pear-shaped very quickly. Like, you don't want to find yourself in a tense situation, Okay, your surroundings, like either the people around you or, the influence, could even be work, could be any of those things, is a message. Page of Wands. Possibly a message of adventure. There's a slight excitement around you, it has to be said. This vibration for me is, so what's surrounding you or what's coming up around you right now is like, I think if somebody has returned, it's almost like you're seeing that you can now actually get over them. It's like I can be single and not keep thinking about this person. Like real healing's taking place. I can transform this. And this guy's like, it's almost like he's got this idea like, wait a minute, I can actually get through this. If I see the truth of the situation, I can stop thinking about them. I can actually really heal now. And I don't know if this is how long this has been going on for, but it's like almost like it's fermenting here. You really are longing to heal, you know, be independent, be able to stand on your own two feet and transform this energy. It's like you're just getting those vibes coming in now of hope for that kind of scenario, you know. So the hopes and fears is the Lovers card. It's your card, Gemini. These guys are in the Garden of Eden, by the way. Being tempted, I suppose. I don't know. But the thing is, in that position, it's basically saying there's a part of you that hopes to be chosen by this person, but there's another part of you that hopes, or doesn't hope, is scared that if you get together with this person, if they choose you or you choose to be with them, things could be bad. You have to look at this in both ways. So you're really scared about this choice, about this love, this returning lover who loves you, actually. Before we carry on there, I'm just going to jump back here, because it looks like there may be some ghosting in the future. I think that you may force waiting on this person. You might, it's like you don't discourage them, but you don't encourage them. You just buy time. You're kind of waiting them out with this Temperance card here and this card here. It's like you want to see if this is for real, you know. Otherwise, it's going to be goodbye. So that's kind of like how you're moving forward. You're very aware of being wounded here. Let's clarify the Lovers. You're very attracted to this person. Oh la la. Could have been an offer of marriage for these two cards together. The Hierophant can be marriage, but it's also about leveling up. This could be a relationship that grows you spiritually in huge ways. This card here. And this card's also about growth or studying, you know, learning. But this card, and now we have like all the aces here, which is quite amazing. This card is about an exciting new beginning. So this person does excite you. You're very attracted to them, but you're quite scared of what it would mean to have a committed relationship with them. Like it's almost like you almost feel like it will be a growth thing for you, you know. You really worry about this relationship, this return. Let's see the outcome. Why the Nine of Wands? There's the Wounded Warrior card. It is a probable outcome, but let's explore that. In tarot, when you have an outcome that could be like a negative energy, that's okay. I mean, it's a Wounded Warrior. He does recover and probably better off afterwards, but yeah, it's just to warn us. So it could be just a warning for you of which way you're heading. Okay, it's kind of like the warning seems to be like getting into a choosing to start a family with this person or have a happily ever after with this person could very well end up with you having anxiety, sleepless nights, wondering what you've done, and being the wounded warrior. I'm very sorry to tell you that, but as much as this person loves you, I think your vibration has changed, and I don't think you're attracted to what could quite possibly be a roller coaster ride with this person. You're very, very worried, and I think you're doing the right thing though. I think you're taking your time, taking a step back, forcing patience on this. I think that'll, I think the intensity of the vibration that they came in on This energy will calm down, and maybe it won't be a catastrophe, but yeah, there's definitely a warning here to be careful of your choices with this person. I'm going to get you advice. Advice card for Gemini in the situation. Wasn't great shuffle. Okay, 3 cards of advice for Gemini. The advice is that your happily ever after will be coming slowly. Have strength, or dig deep, because it will come. This guy, the Knight of Pentacles, he moves slowly, but he is incredibly reliable. He's not going to drop that coin. That coin is going to get there. So even though it seems that you may be wishing for happily ever after, I think the slow, stable, reliable, meaningful, committed offer of love or happily ever after is going to come, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I think you have I think this person's return, it's like a test, you know. It's like before you level up, you have to go through the exam at the end of what you've learned, I suppose. And it's kind of like their returning will help you to see clearly who this person is. No judgment on the person, but I mean, if you've changed vibrations and you know you're just not vibing anymore with them, even though you may have been very attracted to them at some point and maybe still am, it might just be that, like, you know, the vibrations that you're matching is now with somebody else who's just slow to come in, even though it will be much more solid. This seems very, very intense, and I don't think that you have it in you anymore to do this kind of thing. I think you do want something that's solid, but you may have to wait a little bit of time. This returning person, everything's, you know, every situation is different, but it does seem to me like you're being tested on this choice. So let's get you a Wisdom of the Oracle card and then leave it at that. Okay, Wisdom of the Oracle card for Gemini. You are going to need strength, Gemini, to do what's right for you, but it's not like you're going to like be alone forever or anything. There is a happily ever after. It's just, it'll take a little while. See. Milk and honey. This is an amazing card. It's number 51. 5 is about change. 1 is about I am, leadership, you know. You put them together and you get 6, and that's about love and relationship. So there's a little elephant. Is it an elephant? Yes, it is. He's splashing around in the milk and honey in there. Elephants are very abundant as well. So this is a card of abundance, and as you can see here, you have rainbows, which is a happily ever after. I just think you may be tested with somebody right now who's coming. Maybe it's somebody that you just couldn't get over in the past, and your guides would like you to see now, like, who this person is, you know, give you clarity. And yeah, then you can heal because there's a rainbow down the road. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.